How's it going, guys? Desert Monk here. Today I thought I would be discussing being sick and why you can't let that get you down, because I wasn't feeling my best the last few days. This is the first day I came back to work and I was pretty wiped out, but you have to look at it as the perfect time. It's essentially like a forced isolation, right? You can use that time to, instead of feeling sorry for yourself and feeling like you're stuck in the mud, you can use it to reground yourself and kind of line out your plan for what you are going to do when you're fully healthy again. So I took some time and used the past few days to just recenter myself and realize that it's not all that bad. As much as I would rather, be working, making money, and progressing with my goals, sometimes you need that break period to get yourself realigned. So, one thing you can do if you're not physically capable of, moving around. So, like, for example, in me, any sort of like physical activity was just leading to like a serious headache, and I just didn't want to move. So I took that time to plan what I was going to do once I was healthy and kind of reevaluate why I do things in my life. And today I am going to get a workout in, get the lungs going, some blood flow. It's probably going to be about a few miles on my recumbent bike, and then after that I will get a little bit of weight training in outside, get some fresh air. And I think that's a good way to try to look at these things, is anything that halts your progress, sometimes you might need that. You might need to pause and really think about where you're going in life. So that's what I did. It also got me a little more of a thought process on what I'm putting into my body. So from now on, I will be making a protein smoothie in the morning. I'm getting more tea in, and I'm not really a big tea guy, but the ones I've been having recently I've enjoyed quite a bit. And I think I'm going to work these things into my consistent schedule, whether I'm healthy or not. And yeah, so that's a benefit. You got to spin the negatives into positives sometimes. And for me, I found a couple treats that I've enjoyed that I wouldn't otherwise have been having. So, yeah, that's always a benefit. It made me a little more conscious of my diet, what I'm putting into my body, to maybe prevent the next time I'm sick. A lot of people want to lean into medications, which, they work. They're there for a reason. But one of the more important things is working on fortifying your immune system. So greens, fruits, a multivitamin, even those in theory could be avoided if you have the most balanced diet, but it's hard, life gets in the way. You're not always going to eat perfectly. I travel a lot for work, so hey, we're getting food from gas stations and all sorts of stuff, and you kind of need the calories to burn because we're carrying, heavy gym equipment and sweating it out all day. So that is sometimes unavoidable to eat something that might not be the best for you. At the end of the day, food's essential, so getting your calories in is more important than just not eating at all. You're gonna feel worse that way, But yeah, so I've been going over some of my plans for my diet. So to recap, we got the protein smoothies, and really all that is protein powder with a little bit of juice and a bit of frozen fruit blended. That woke me up this morning. I felt pretty good after that. And then I want to really hone in on eating more vegetables in general. I always skip the salads and stuff like this. So I will be incorporating a lot more vegetables into my household. And in the long run, I will feel the benefits of this. So it's always important to, when you feel stuck in the mud or life's not going your way, to kind of take a step back and realize maybe this roadblock was put here for a reason. I wouldn't have considered trying to improve my diet without having the time to just sit there and think about it, because I couldn't do anything else. There was no choice. So always try to look at things that way. It's easier said than done, but it'll make your life feel more productive even when you aren't necessarily physically doing anything that day. So keep that in mind. I'm on my way home now. First thing I'm going to do is probably make a peach green tea. Kind of sit out in the sun. I didn't get too much sun today. Actually, we were inside most of the day recabling a machine that kept breaking. So I'm gonna get some sun. You gotta get that vitamin D. And after that, after I finish my tea, I'll probably go and do about 30 minutes on my bike, and then a little bit of weight training, nothing fancy. It's probably gonna be upper body today. Mostly with dumbbells. I will be doing this outside as well. So we got curls, bent over rows, skull crushers, these kind of things. Just kind of getting blood to the arms. Lighter weight. I don't think I'll be doing dumbbells anything over 20 pounds, but higher reps. And it's going to feel damn good to get back to being able to work out, And you also have to think about when things aren't going so well. For example, me being sick the last few days, you have to realize that you're blessed because your body has the ability to recover. There's a lot of people out there that are just permanently sick, permanently injured, So I'm not in that boat, and I am very blessed and thankful that I don't have these more long-term health issues that are out there. So you have to take stock of that and realize that it's not as bad as your mind might make it out to be, because I was very frustrated the past 2 days. with being stuck in place. But it's a lot of wasted mental energy that you don't need. You know, it's definitely not going to make you feel any better. I'll tell you that. You know, like it's probably gonna make you feel worse. You're already feeling bad physically. Why go the extra mile and make yourself feel bad mentally as well? So, you know, these are just things to keep in mind. And yeah, at the end of the day, I'm happy I had that time to kind of think about my health and kind of tweak and tinker with what I think would benefit me a little more. So I had some time to focus on my diet this time around, because we're real good about remembering the physical as far as a workout, but the diet's important too, and it cannot be forgotten. Your body's a machine that is taking all these things in, and if you're putting, as they say, a lot of bad in, you're going to get a lot of bad out too, eventually. So I'll leave you guys with that. If you'd like, drop in the comments what's a healthy dish or healthy snack you guys enjoy, and I might try it, maybe even on a video. So I'm Desert Monk. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next round.